Nick, I'm back from the auto show.
You are back from the auto show.
I
You
am.
saw very interesting things at the auto
I
show.
I saw many interesting people at the auto show.
I've heard. I've
Yeah.
heard.
Um, for those who don't know, if for you live under a rock and for some reason you listen to us, that'd be strange. The Toronto Auto Show is happening now, and by the time you hear this, if it's within the first couple days, it's still happening. You should definitely go there and enjoy some cars. But I had the rare opportunity to go on VIP night, and additional show days and industry days, and yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Although very similar to last year, I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh boy, I can't wait to see what they've done. And like every booth is in the same spot. Like Subaru's in the same spot, Toyota's like all in the same spots, which is
hmm
like, I guess now like reflecting on it, I guess it makes sense because it's like they're probably gonna have the same representation. They're gonna buy in at the same amount of money, whatever it is. They're not gonna change up the whole show floor. So
Yeah. I feel like the auto shows in general have sort of fallen off a little bit since COVID because a lot of brands will just do online launches now.
yeah, and I think that actually is what's been happening. Because there's a lot of brands not present. Honda notoriously nowhere to be found. Obviously Acura, Audi's there, but no VW. You know,
hmm
yeah. So kind of strange, but I wanted to start with the human element of the things I saw because I saw some real goblins, so to speak. Um, One, I want to say during the actual show days, I saw a fine individual uh cosplaying as an anime girl walking around the show floor. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know.
All right. I pay if that's what floats their boat, I guess.
I guess. What I found to be confusing was that every time I would see them, it would seem like they were lost. And I was like, man, you seem lost. Feels like you're in the wrong place.
Like maybe they were looking for a different show.
Possibly. Possibly. But it was weird. But it wasn't weird because it's weird because I'm like, hello, I'm at the auto show, and they're like, and here's someone cosplaying as an anime girl. So that was strange. But one thing I've never experienced to this extent is like drunk businessmen and businesswomen, respectively. They're pretty
Like
funny.
it's basically a conference.
It's allegedly a conference, yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty normal, pretty put together. Um,
hmm
Most other people fucking weren't. I will say that. But one of the funnier ones. Oh, firstly, I went with some coworkers, but one of them witnessed this, so I will say this. In BMW's area, there was like a merch counter, and some lady put a cocktail down on top of like some sort of miniature car that was like like a model, right? And the
Yeah,
cocktail
like
went
an
all
iCast
over the
type thing.
floor. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. But
beautiful.
like a little bigger, maybe like a 1/30th scale type thing. And the cocktail went all over the floor. And she looked at my coworker and said, "Don't tell anybody." And then she walked away, which is all right.
Gotta love it. Yeah, I
Fair
remember the
enough.
last conference I went to. Everybody was plastered by like 2 in the afternoon. It was crazy.
Is that when you got to drive the Miata,
Yeah, it is. It is when I rented the Miata.
dude? Aren't they good? It's fun to watch people at these events. Sometimes
I
I
know. I
am the
love.
people.
One of my favorite parts of the event was just like people watching and watching people drink the Kool-Aid, and
Oh yeah,
so good.
I loved it. But
I
I
loved all
will.
the free food.
Oh yeah, dude. I will say one compliment. The food at the event itself was actually quite good. Like reasonably good for like finger foods and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
Kia brought out like Korean food. Pretty cool.
I love that for them.
Yeah,
That's so
kimbap
good.
and like other Korean dishes that I'm not super familiar with Korean cuisine, but the kimbap was good. Um, and then weirdly Nissan Italian food. Not sure what that's about, but it was good.
You know what? They have like a weird. I don't want to say a weird obsession, but I guess an odd obsession with Italian food in Japan.
Yeah, that's true.
They do be loving Italian food over there. But
Yeah.
it's like the Japanese take on Italian food is very much like the American take on Chinese food.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually, I would
Mhm.
argue, worse because it's like ketchup for like tomato sauce, like instead of a proper like marinara
Yeah, like, I'm
sauce or
sure
something.
there's, like, wonderful Italian spots in Japan, like, I'm not saying it's all like this, but it's just
The
they have
majority.
very they have very, like, Japanese style Italian food where we have, like, our own take on other cuisines from around the world.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And weirdly, Subaru came out that this is the food review. Came out the fucking gate, just slabs of like roast beef, like freshly carved roast beef. I was like, what's going on at Subaru right now? They're doing
I'm
God's
here for
work.
I'm here for freshly carved roast beef.
No, it was crazy. It was really good. Good. So my pick for winning, I'll be honest, I really enjoyed Kia, but Subaru had that takes the cake. They had like a little thing
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like, oh, what's in there? Fried chicken. Like, okay,
amazing.
fantastic. But obviously all this to offset a lot of alcohol and a lot of drunk people. But what did happen at the BMW area, I was standing in line for a drink, me and my coworker, and I heard some guys grumbling behind me. And they
Mm,
were saying something. You know when people are drunk and you kind of tune them out?
yeah,
Like that you're like, all right, they're a little disorderly, but we'll just keep the peace. And he was complaining about something. There are multiple lines. He was like, oh, that guy kind of cut in. To be clear, in this moment, he's not talking about me. But uh, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna worry about it. Starts to get a little louder, and I'm like, okay. And at one point, he taps me on the shoulder and he says something, and I'm like, this guy is drunk, right? So I'm not
yeah,
gonna worry too much about it. I say one of those things was like a piece, like, what do you? He's like, oh, this guy fucking, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, leave me alone. And he goes, what are you gonna do? And then he gets upset. So we've been standing in line for a while, and he got upset at the gentleman in front of me. So it's the gentleman in front of me, then me, then him. That's all the people on the line. And he goes, hey, buddy, hurry it up there. And, you know, the guy turns around and he goes, I'm trying. They're out of vodka. And he gets more upset because he's like, then order something else. So it goes back and forth. And the bartender, by the way, is not helping. Like they're supposed to be customer service people, be able to like diffuse the situation, not helping in the slightest. Right? And he's like, hey,
yeah.
buddy, fucking figure it out. Like, order something, listen, not for nothing, okay? Now you're kind of a fucking asshole. You're cutting the fucking line, okay? You cut in the line. You're just sitting up there taking your sweet time, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, I don't think he cut the line. And here's why I don't think he did. The gentleman in front of me is about 5'2", and I am round about 6 feet tall, ladies, round about 6 feet tall, and I just think he didn't fucking see him. I'll be real with you, but he's so drunk he doesn't realize short people exist. So he's screaming
Yeah.
at the guy like, you're a fucking asshole. And he's like, the guy's like, you need to relax. He goes, you want to talk about it? You want to go outside and talk about this? And I was like, oh, great. We're going to have a fight right here. At that moment, a director from my company walks over and is watching this interaction where I'm standing in the middle, and he goes, hey. And I'm like, oh, shit. Right. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, by the way, the guy behind me, right? He's like, listen, man, you just got to order something, okay? And get out of the way, because this guy, and he points at me, and I'm like, no. He points at me. He goes, this guy's been waiting for this whole time, and you just came in here right in front of him. And then the little fella in front of me turns around and goes, oh, you want to order something? And I'm like, I'm not a part of this. And of course, again, the director is staring me down, and I'm like, perfect. This is a great day for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and I'm like, hey man, and I'm like, listen, relax. And then they keep going back, but he's like, you're an asshole. Anyway, so I'm like, the bartender's like, he's like, come order. And I'm like, I look at the bartender, and I'm like, put whiskey in a glass and put something in it. I don't give a shit. I want to be out of this situation, please. Like, I'm not involved. You know what I mean? Like, what the shit? So he gives me a whiskey Pepsi, and I run away, and I go to my coworkers. I was like, that was crazy. And they're like, what are you talking about? We didn't see anything. And I'm like, shut up. So nobody even saw that except for the director, who saw me in the middle of a drunken confrontation. Come on, man.
That one was for you and you only.
That was for my eyes only. Bro, drunk short people
That
and
sort of
drunk.
stuff is like, that's my favorite part about conferences, is like people will do that, and they'll forget that they're there sort of representing their company.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
And it's hilarious. In my opinion, it's hilarious.
I mean, I think it's pretty funny, but I didn't like being in the middle of it. And by the way, we were talking about dress code before we started this. Like,
Yeah.
remember I said, so this thing, it's black tie or business, like very formal business. So you're wearing a fucking suit or a dress if you're a lady. You could wear a suit as a lady, but whatever. The gentleman, the director in question, is like wearing a fucking tuxedo, like a full blown tuxedo. He's like really dressed up for this, really representing the the brand. And here I am. By the way, wearing like a mauve like suit. I was so excited about it, right? Because I'm like, this looks great. So I'm standing out like a fucking, in a drunken confrontation with two people I don't know. So,
Yeah.
Great for me. Really, really enjoyable.
So I have to ask, with the mauve suit,
yes,
were you wearing Drakkar Noir or no?
No, I was wearing Million by Paco Rabanne. But you know what's fucked up is I opened the fucking, before I left, I opened the closet where I keep the perfume, colognes, whatever, and I did see a bottle of Dior. What's the other one that all the Arabs wear?
Sauvage?
Yeah, that's Dior Sauvage. Yeah, and I was like, do I? No. The Drakkar Noir, I think.
Dior Sauvage in a mauve suit is diabolical. If you're wearing that combo, you have to have at least 3 buttons undone.
No, honestly, you had to have but see, that's the thing. I was wearing a tie as well, so it was like a mauve, like I don't even know what to call it, like a muted maroon with like a black shirt and like a black paisley like silvery tie. Like it's like barely can tell that it's there. It was great. I really liked it. Had it very custom tailored for this moment exactly. I was very excited.
Beautiful.
But cool things that I saw. I told you about this when I saw it because I sat in it. The CT4V. The Cadillac CT4V in gold.
We like gold now that we're in our 30s.
I've gotten so old. I will say it's kind of yellow, but it is gold. It's very metallic. So I was like, it does look good. And it's up. So I went digging on Auto Trader because of course I did. They seem to come with like a 300 horsepower, like 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo.
No, not the V's.
That's the V. You can option it with that apparently. It's that, or you can option it higher to the twin turbo V6. But that CT5V comes with the twin turbo V6 as default apparently.
Hold on, we need to do some fact checking.
We need to do some fact checking. I definitely saw a couple on Auto Trader that were the 2.7 liter. Turbo.
Wow! Yes,
Yep.
You're correct. You can get it with a 325 horsepower 4-cylinder turbo, or the Blackwing is the one that comes with the V6.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get the CT5V, and then it comes with that V6 as standard.
Yes, or you get the
Blackwing.
CT5V Blackwing, and it comes with the V8.
Yeah.
Twin turbo.
See, that's the thing. I liked this. I sat in both, and I liked the slightly smaller feeling of the CT4 because I don't like big cars.
No, the CT5 is like that's a big vehicle. I like them both.
Yeah.
I don't personally. If it were me, if I was spending that kind of money on a car, I'd probably want more than 4 cylinders.
Yes, I agree. It's kind of killed it for me.
I'm a little snobbish about that now. It's just like if I'm spending more than like, I don't know, 45 grand on something, it's got to have more than 4 cylinders.
No, I agree. Like I'm right there with you because it's like a 4,000 pound car. Like,
yeah, or it's got to have like a really, really special 4-cylinder in it.
Yeah, like the C43 4-cylinder, even though it's not really an AMG, that shit makes 400 horsepower. That's pretty crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we get the 400 horsepower variant in
Do we
in North
not?
America.
I thought we got like 390 or something like that. Like,
I don't think we do. I think we get like the 330 or 40 horsepower variant, but like, like I could understand something like the S2000.
Yeah,
because that's a special 4-cylinder.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing, right? Is
3.7 is big for a 4-cylinder.
That's also what I was thinking. That's a big boy.
That's a beefy 4-cylinder.
That's some 6 cylinders are like 2.9. No. Like the
Some six
Alpha.
cylinders are like 2.5.
Yeah, like that's a big. Like, I'm not to be this guy, but like, is that downpipe in a tune kind of vehicle? Like,
Oh, any modern turbo car is a downpipe and a tune vehicle.
I'm very curious if there's like what it makes. But like, oh wow, power gains 100 horsepower over stock. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, they're any modern turbo vehicle that's direct injected. If the ECU is able to be like cracked and written to,
Mm,
they're all going to be like 50 to 80 horsepower with a downpipe and a tune.
right. Oh, sorry, it's 60 horsepower, 80 torque with a stock vehicle, 100 horsepower to the wheels with the Blackwing. Why would that make a difference? That'd be a
The
completely
Blackwing comes with the V6.
right. It's a completely different engine. Like that's like apples to oranges, though. You know what I mean? Like that's not
Yeah, but
not the
it's
same thing.
also like 100 horsepower over what the Blackwing otherwise comes with, which is 472 horsepower.
So that's like a damn near 600 horsepower car.
Well, it's 580 at the wheels, which is like 620, 630 at the crank.
Man, I dream because I think the 4 is better. It's smaller. It feels more
Well,
like
no, the 4V Blackwing comes with the V6.
yeah. That's what I mean. I'm saying like Apple like because then it's like I would rather have the 4V Blackwing than a 5V. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
I don't really want like
I
I'd
would want the
love, but
5 if it were the V Blackwing with the
sure.
V8.
Yeah, sure. But I don't know. I just like a smaller car. I'm a smaller car kind of guy.
Well, like it's the smaller car, but like the 4 is still a big car. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not like tiny, but
This is like M3 sized. It's not a
the
small
4.
car.
I think the 5 is
Yeah.
M3 sized.
No, the 5 is M5 sized.
Really? I don't know, man. Sitting in it, it didn't
Yeah.
feel that way. I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, whatever. Point is, 2.7 in like a air quote special car, like a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder twin turbo is it a twin turbo or a single turbo?
If it's a 4-cylinder, it's going to be a single for sure.
I saw something about it
The
being
only company that I know of that's done a twin turbo 4-cylinder is actually Subaru. On one of their JDM legacies did a
really.
twin turbo version of the EJ 4-cylinder. I forget the
Okay.
exact like model, like sorry, the exact trim, but I know way back in like the I think late 90s, early 2000s, they had a twin turbo 4-cylinder legacy.
Interesting. Okay. So it's a single turbo, but I don't know. It's dual volt turbocharger. I guess that's or dual volute. I don't know what the word is. I guess it's just I thought it was saying dual turbocharger. I guess it's just something else, something to do with the internal workings of the turbo or some shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sitting in it, like maybe the Blackwings like get cheaper. Like they do
I doubt it.
they do dip in value
The
though.
V's and the Blackwings are going to hold some level of value because they're one of those sort of like this is the last kind of car you can get like this.
No, that's disappointing. All right, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, and they're on the GM Alpha platform. Like it's a very well-tuned chassis, very
Mm,
good handling car.
only good handling cars. Good job, Cadillac. Good job, GM. You did it. You did it.
They they really know how to be making a good chassis from time to time. They can't make an automatic transmission to save their lives, but
Right.
they can really do a good chassis and a good manual occasionally.
Oh, I see why all these are so expensive because all of them are Blackwings.
Yeah, most
Okay.
people will just get the Blackwing.
So brand new CT4V non-Blackwing, which I don't want because I don't want 300. Like I'm gonna swap cars for a car that's heavier with the same amount of power. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Well, anyway, fantasy ruined. I got to sit in many twins. I got to sit in the BRZ, the yellow one. I got to sit in the GR86
Make you miss them a little bit.
heavily. heavily. I was sitting in it and I was just thinking, this feels like I sat in Hanson's car, like, one was it this summer, the summer before, and I had not sat in
Yeah,
a twin in a while. And I just remember
yeah,
sitting and being like, oh yeah, this is why it feels special. Like there's this certain seating position, like the distance to the front. Like the Golf R is a great car, but it feels like a commuter car until you're actually like ripping, right? I
yeah,
feel special sitting in a twin all the time. It has got a
yeah.
sports car feeling.
Did did you sit in it and have a little bit of like a ooh, maybe I should have bought the BRZ?
Yeah, heavily. I sat there and there is a picture of me like sitting in the Yuzu, I think it's called the Yuzu one, for the
Yeah,
GR86, just like with my eyes closed, just like contemplating my life, because I'm just like, damn it, this is good. Like I can't use it for my life, but like fuck, I just have to buy a second car, I guess. Like this is the only option.
yeah. Well, I mean, you probably you could use it for your Maggie would probably not be very happy about it
No, not at all. But
if you went from the Golf to the BRZ, but
no, 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 absolute piss off for sure. But I get it. I just could see myself in the future someday, like buying like when they're comfortably sub 20K, like a second gen twin for sure. Like
yeah, it's
they really are good car. Like we were spoiled. Like we talk about this for a while, and we'll get back to the auto show very quickly. But like we really were spoiled. Those power steering systems are very good for being electric. They're amazing for being electric, and
yeah.
for a car that cheap.
See, if I were gonna do a twin again, I would probably get another first gen and
Right.
K swap it so I can have the good chassis and the good engine.
I mean, fair enough. It's
Because
it's
they make kits that like you keep power steering, you keep AC, everything functions
oh.
the way it does from the factory.
Yeah. I mean, that's
And you just get a more reliable engine that's a little rev happier and I don't know if you've seen inside the engine bay of a K swapped twin, but like if you stay normally aspirated,
lots of room for
very easy to do
activities.
maintenance on. Tons of space,
Let's see. I'm just gonna take a peek. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of room for activities. Holy shit.
right?
Yeah. Even with a turbo,
And
like
you
it's not that crazy.
yeah, even with a turbo they're not crazy, but like NA you can make, you know, 220, 230 wheel. That's all you need.
No, you don't need more than that. You really don't. Like that's as much as a
It's
second
good.
gen makes.
Yeah. That's more than enough to have a lot of fun in that chassis.
It always amazes me when I see these builds, and I'll just send you this image, but like I always have this little thought, like I'm a kid, like that engine's gonna fall out of that fucking chassis any second. Do you know what I mean by that? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look supported at all. Like I know it's on engine
Yeah.
mounts, I know that. But it looks like it's just gonna bonk and fall right out.
Yeah. And I mean like that's the nice thing about the twins is because they came with a boxer from the factory, the engine bays are so wide to accommodate that that when you
Yeah.
drop something like a K in there, you have so much room to do stuff.
Yeah, no, it really is something. I mean, it's something to think about. Anyway, I really could see myself owning a twin in the future. But going back to the cool
Oh yeah.
stuff, so we can get through it. I don't know. Like I saw Pagani Utopia. We were talking about that. It's pretty cool, but it's not. It's like a car that like I don't know. It doesn't inspire awe the same way that the chassis one, McLaren F1 does, which I
McLaren
got to
F1
see.
does. Yeah.
I got to spend a little time with that, like pretty much on my own, which was very cool. Um, it really feels like special. Like when if you've ever, maybe not as an adult now, but like you ever walk into like an old place, or like for some people like maybe like an old church, and there's that like feeling of reverence that you get where you're like, wow, this is like a human achievement. Like probably more so
Yeah,
with like old buildings.
that's almost all probably similar to how I felt the first time I saw an F40 and an
Yeah,
F50.
yeah,
It's
but
just
yeah,
it's
that.
just yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh wow, like I get to breathe the same air.
Yeah, exactly. Like you look
Yeah,
at it and you're
because
like,
like to us,
hmm,
these are our actual dream cars.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like McLaren W1s are nice and everything. You know, modern hypercars are good and great and all, but like these are our,
Hmm.
you know, if I was a billionaire, I'd have an F1.
Yeah, if I was a billionaire, I would buy chassis 1 and I would put new tires on it because it's on its original delivery tires. And
I'd I'd send it back to McLaren to put the high downforce kit on it.
sure. And just drive the shit. I'd drive it everywhere every day. That's the
Yeah.
car. I
I
would.
remember years ago watching there was like an early VinWiki video of some guy who used to own an F1 who was like breaking down the maintenance costs to keep
Yeah.
it running. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's no
It's like
car.
it works out to be something, I don't know, I feel it was like 100 grand a year to
Wow.
keep it on the road. Every few years you have to replace the fuel cells because they deteriorate. Stuff like that.
That's pretty nuts. So even if it's not moving, like,
Even if it's not moving, you still technically have to, you know, replace tires, fuel cells, all of that stuff.
yeah.
So you may as well put miles on it. So
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
might as
shouts out
well.
Rowan Atkinson, put like 40,000 on his.
Respect. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? So these are our, like, it's not just dream cars, but it's like stuff that you fantasize about even like as a child, and those dreams don't necessarily go away as an adult. They just sort of like
Yeah,
ride back seat a little bit because you start to have these attainable dreams, right? Like things that are like
yeah,
more like for. I don't think you ever dreamed of the Super. I think you were like, you know what, that's a good one. But like, you know, like the MR2, obviously, like, you know, from day one, like that's an attainable dream. It's a hard dream, but still to actually build something.
yeah.
But like, it's not an F1. Like, let's be, it's, you know,
No,
that's
I mean, if it was like, ooh, do I keep the MR2 or do I get an F1? I'd get an F1, but
yeah, sure. Of course. I just mean like as adults we start to backseat like these crazy like
yeah,
child
the
like I'm gonna own
MR2
a
is
million
like
dollars.
hint of F1. It's got like 2% of an F1 in it
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think that's yeah, but when you do see it, like when you actually get to sit down and experience it, it's like you said, like you breathe the same air and you're looking at it. It's not just a picture. Like it's very different. And it's
Yeah,
I hate saying it because I feel like I sound like a dork saying it, but it's like you've watched there are entire industries and like TV shows centered around like these things, and now here it is in front of you.
yeah. Well, it's
So
like, I mean, we both played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
yep.
This is like it in the flesh.
Yeah, it's real.
I don't know. It's like it's one of those meet your heroes moments. Like every hobby has one of those things. You know, if you're a car enthusiast, it's a particular car. If you're a younger car enthusiast, it might be a P1 or a LaFerrari or
Mm-hmm.
you know something like that. For people of our age, it's you know F1, Carrera GT, Enzo,
Mm-hmm. Enzo for
F40, stuff
sure.
like that.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how much the production of the Enzo went on to like dictate Ferrari styling for the next 15 years.
Oh, so much.
Yeah. I think it gets forgotten that that was like a almost like a all right, we've done this, now do it for everything else.
The Enzo was very much like a turning point for Ferrari.
Yeah. You went like
Like the
yeah.
Enzo dictated the 612, the 599, the 430. Um, there's some other ones that I'm forgetting, but like it very much like the 360 and the 355 and stuff were like the F50 era,
Yeah.
the 348, then like the 512 F40 era. The 430 and the 612 and the 599 were Enzo era.
Yeah. It's and it like I think that's the most dominant era of like Ferrari styling in general. Like if I'm honest, the 80s were strong. They really were. Respectfully, 355 is crazy. You know, I guess that's like late night or
Well, 355 would be mid to late 90s.
mid to
So
late 90s.
80s,
Sorry.
you're thinking like you're probably 80s would be like 288 GTO, F40, 512 BBI, Testarossa. Um,
Yeah. No, I take it back. I was thinking of the after. Well, no, you know what? That is a dominant. Like Yeah, no. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I kept thinking 355. I'm thinking of the 288 GTO. That's correct. So I mean, like, I don't know. It's strong presence, and the Enzo really is like, yeah,
The Enzo was very much sort of Ferrari coming into modernism.
yeah.
Like
No, yeah,
the early 2000s was them sort of very much being like, you know, the manual is starting to go away. We're going, you know, bleeding edge of technology from here on out.
yeah. I think you also see like the like past like you lose that like wedge shape, right? Because like even as far back as like the Dino and like the 288, they were wedges,
Yeah.
right? I think it it's in that turn that it changes, and it changes everything, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a dork
Yeah,
about it,
it
but
started to look more like a modern supercar.
yeah, it sets the template for most supercars, is what I'm trying to say. Like
Yeah.
that is the template. Like I don't even like Ferrari that much, but I it's like,
Yeah, cuz
you know,
before that like the F40 and the F50, very fast, objectively very pretty cars, but a lot of people probably don't know or don't remember. The F50 was not very loved in its time. It was quite hated actually against the F40.
yeah,
Um
yeah,
a lot of people thought it looked very bad. A lot of people thought it was slower than the F40.
yeah,
Only over the last probably 7, 8 years or so has it really sort of come into its own. Basically, put it this way: there was a time where an F50 was like it could be an attainable thing for someone who
yeah,
had like a normal, not a normal job, but like someone who was on a salary or some sales job or something could probably buy an
yeah.
F50 because they were in like the hundreds of thousands at one point.
Oh, they weren't respected. They were like considered terrible cars. I think that's what people like, especially young people, forget that. Like, even the McLaren F1 like bottomed out like sub 1 million. Like,
Yeah, it was sub 1 million, but it was still like a 640 to
sure.
$800,000 car. The Ferrari F50, I'm pretty sure I'd have to go back and find old Auto Trader listings or magazine articles from back, but like it bottomed out sub 300,000.
Wow. That's right. Oh yeah. Cheapest Ferrari to sell in history was sold for 319,000. I believe that's pound. Huh. It's pretty crazy. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
F40's bottomed out even cheaper than like obviously inflation and everything, and you can't compare what it was worth then to now, but like even
no.
F40's 200 grand at one point, 250.
Yeah, that's really something. Like these cars have become like, and is it because they've become like investment beds a little bit, where people just park money in them?
I think it's partially that, but I think it's partially like again after the Enzo, a lot of that sort of raw manual, very little to no assists. Just you couldn't get that in a Ferrari anymore.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. But anyway, these are, yeah. So like we find, because we're old, we find reverence in these things. So that
Yes.
was really cool. W1 is cool and all. I don't really give that much of a shit. I'll be honest. I saw it and I was like, all right, that's neat. Like, I don't care. It just looks like every other supercar. It really does. The P1 had
Yeah.
more aura.
Yeah. You know what it is I feel like the everything older is just a little more interesting because it's like everything now kind of follows the same formula.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I just don't really care for all the modern hybridization and electric stuff. I like the character of the older engines.
I agree. I think I agree. I think we've beat that horse to death for sure. But
Yeah,
I
we've beat it's one of those things like I respect them, I respect the numbers, I just don't care.
yeah, no,
They don't
yeah,
interest me.
that's fair. I respect it, and it's like, would then, oh, you would be yeah, if somebody was like, would you like to drive it? Sure, right? I just,
Yeah.
as I'm a visual person, I think the P1 looks better. I think the P1, I don't know. I just find more reverence for it, I guess. W1 looks like every other car, like every other like supercar. I don't like what McLaren did with the headlights. This is just me. I don't like where they've gone with the headlights. I don't like this like slit thing they're doing. I miss the
Well, even
McLaren
like
swoop.
Ferrari's doing that sort of slit thing now.
Yeah, don't like it.
I don't really care for it either.
Yeah, so that's just me. Call me crazy, but let's talk about attainable cars. Fuck this shit. Let's talk about attainable cars.
Yeah,
They had
so
a
the
final
Alfa
edition
Romeo
Supra.
159 Sport Wagon.
Yeah, they had some Alphas. I do like the Alfa Romeo Giulia really does look good. It's a good looking car. That's
It's a
all I
very
gotta
good
say.
looking car.
I
I
think
feel
it's
like, at least from what I've heard and read, like post I think 2020ish, they're not bad. Like they're not unreliable like the launch cars were. Like they seem to
yeah.
have worked all the major issues out of them.
I could I don't know. I could see myself owning in one of those someday. The
I
problem,
would I
mm,
would buy a quadriplegia before I bought an M3.
a quadriplegico before I agree with you. 100% I agree with you. They're way prettier. They sound insane. Like you can get it in
Yeah, I
gold.
don't care if the M3 is faster.
No, I could give half a shit. At a certain point, okay, at a certain point it's not about how fast the car is anymore. Like, and I think young people don't quite understand that. And that's
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong, but like there does genuinely just come a point where it's like it doesn't fucking matter. Like if I
Yeah,
have
I think everybody goes through that sort of thing too. Like, I don't know, like the younger you are, the more the number and the top speed and the horsepower and everything matter. And then the older you get and the more experience you get, the more it becomes more about how it makes you feel to drive it and the sounds and the sensations. Because
yeah.
you realize that yes, 600 horsepower is wonderful, but you're doing jail speeds at the end of second gear.
Yeah. I mean it's like also like do you think it's a little bit as well that just we're at this point in society where it's like you have to have more and more and more, and people don't seem to want to enjoy, like you could have a fantastic steak, but oh well, you didn't go to this high end steakhouse and pay market price for your steak, so like you should have just gone all the way
Yeah.
there. It's like why can't I just enjoy what I have? And also like this is good value and it makes me happy. Why are you shitting on my parade? Like
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's part of it. And like it all comes back to marketing every time, you know, the next one's got to have more power and more features and be bigger and faster and I feel like when you're younger you feed into that a lot more, but
yeah.
as you get older and you realize that oh, the majority of people aren't going to be able to afford to get the latest and greatest every 3 years, you sort of look for what makes you happy.
Well, it's even like my favorite cope, and then we'll get back to. I'm gonna try to steer. We'll get back to the other show, but my favorite cope is, it's like that meme where it's like, oh, B58 boys, and it's like the M340i owner coping why he doesn't need an M3 and how his car is faster.
Yeah.
And it's like, the M340i is a good car. Just enjoy your fucking car. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to be the latest and great. You don't need to have $100,000 like M3 at like 21 years old. You're already doing pretty good with the M340, like, but they don't care. Like there's this weird rat race mentality, and like then you'll never be happy with what you have unless you're justifying it nonstop. It's
Yeah,
weird.
well, I mean, it's the marketing. Like a lot of people just buy into that whole marketing side of it, where just you got to have the latest. It's like, I mean, we all used to watch Top Gear. Remember when the 458 came out, and Jeremy was like, "If I had a 430, I'd kill myself," because James had a 430.
Yeah,
It's that.
it is. It is that. You're right. It is 100% that. But in the same breath, I'm like, I don't know. As I
But
get
like the
older, I get more.
430 is a really good car,
Yeah, it's a really good car. I would be so pleased if I had a 430. I would be shitting my
right?
pants. I don't know. Like that's it. It just comes down to that. Comes down to like you just have to learn to be happy with what you got. Like I love slow cars because you've got nothing to prove. You know what I mean? Like all day
Yeah,
you
they're just
could
fun.
You could sit in a bone stock MX-5 or a twin and be like, yeah, it's slow. Everybody knows it's slow. What, you trying to race me? You're trying to race a slow car? Congratulations, stupid. Like, it's so easy, right? But
Yeah,
you're
and then on
having
the
fun.
flip side of that, it's like if they can't lose you in the slow car, it's like, wow, you suck.
Yeah. Like, there's that video of the one guy from the server who's, I won't mention because that would be rude, but like, who's like chasing down Corvettes on the track in his, BRZ.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
yeah, there you go. Like, and that's not like, and he's having more fun. It has to be having more fun. Like, I would be
yeah.
terrified
I mean, it's
driving a
more
Corvette
because
like
you
that.
can just get more out of them all the time. Like,
Yeah,
yes, the
nonstop.
Corvette is a faster car, but you can't really use more than the first two gears on the street. And like a twin or a Miata or something, you can row through the first 3, 4 gears, and you're not quite doing jail speeds yet. Really, like you can have more fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, people need to learn to value the experience more than anything. And I think it's so funny to watch like young people get obsessive because like so to tie it back to the auto show on industry day, it's only like Friday morning, so you get like 9 a.m. to like noon, and it's just like professionals, right? But at
Yeah,
noon, and they held the doors a little longer this year. At like noon, this year was like 12:30. The doors just kind of like open, and like a lot of the like local high schoolers and stuff will like just not go to the second half of their day to come to the auto show to see cars.
yeah,
And I'm watching, and like it's nice because in one way I'm glad that there's such a young, like, still like interested in cars like this. Like, there's such a crowd for this, right? It's cool
yeah.
to see that. On the other hand, I damn near died in a swarm of teenagers. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey man, can you fuck off? Like, go back to school,
Yeah.
stupid. But like, they love BMWs. They adore BMWs, and like seeing them, like, they're all like get so excited about it. Like, it's good, it's nice. But then it's also the same thing because they're like M cars. They're obsessed with it, right? There was an M2 there in a great blue color, and I'm like, wow, blue purple. It would look great. M2 CS. So sorry, no disrespect. And I'm like, wow, that's a great car. But like,
Mhm.
people will just continue to be obsessed with like how fast is it? How fast can I put a downpipe and a tune on? I don't know. It kind of like bitters it. But it's also
Bro,
nice
it's
to see.
faster than a 911.
Yeah. Well, you see, this is the thing. But you do see some kids, and I say kids, but they're like, these guys are like 17, 18 years old, who are like
Yeah,
interested
young
in like
adults.
young adults in like a BRZ and like the GR86 and stuff. And that's cool that they're like, okay, yeah, this is sick. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not the fastest
Yeah.
car in the world. But then I wonder if they're the guys who you meet at the meet who are like, yo, bro, this is so fast, bro. And it's like, it's not, you know? Uh, I don't know. Anyway.
eBay Rocket Money kit, bro.
Oh, bro, no, don't worry. This very
5
fast, bro.
bands.
5 bands. I'll never forget that guy that we met who's like, I did this whole wide body for $500, and we're like, we can tell. Like, very
It's like,
cool.
yeah, no shit.
No shit, dude. I don't know. So there's that. What else? What other cool things were there? The Bugattis were very cool. That Aston Martin Valkyrie in that green color.
That's
Oh,
cool. I like the Valkyrie.
oh, that shit
It's
is neat.
basically a Le Mans car, little Le Mans car for the road.
Yeah, no, it is. And it's gorgeous in that green. I'm very visual. I know it's a great car, but like I keep thinking about that color and that metallic green. I'm like, oh, that's the shit right there. You know?
I do love me like a dark British racing green
Mm.
type color.
I've gotten slightly over my fear of British racing green, so it's getting better.
Yeah,
It's getting better.
British racing green on a cool car, nice color. British racing green, well, not British racing green, dark green on a station wagon with wood panels. Not, you know what? I'm gonna say it today. Cool car.
I know. I know it's
In
true, but
2004, not a cool car. Today, cool car.
you know what's the most fucked up thing about the Oblivion area of the auto show is they had a fucking Ford Taurus station wagon.
Yeah, they just have like the creamiest of whatever used to be the most NPC ass car you've ever seen in your life, but it's
No,
just mint.
it was not the same color, thank God, right? But it was like that, like very like bright, like very I don't even know what it's like, a teal, but it's super washed out color. And I
I
was
know
like,
exactly what color you're talking about.
Dude, I was staring at it, having like a small panic attack because I was just like, I don't like Ford Taurus wagons. I don't like them. I don't like them. Like, and my coworkers are like, "What's wrong with them?" I'm like, "We need to leave. We need to leave."
Childhood trauma is surfacing.
That's the last thing I thought I'd see at the fucking auto show. Yeah, I don't know. Everything else, I mean, like the GTD is back. Ford Mustang GTD, very cool car. They had it in yellow this year. There's like 10 of them in the world or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
like yellow.
Mm-hmm. I very much like yellow. That's it. Honestly, everything else is just repeats. I'm sick of seeing Kias. I'm sick of seeing Hyundais. They had the Hyundai. Oh, sorry, we can't talk about this. The Elantra N with the fuck off wing, the stupid wing.
Oh, the Elantra N Brampton Special Edition, the TCR.
They might as well just call it the Elantra Type N. Like they're just trying so hard. It's brother, it's not a Type R. The Type R wing, I already am like, this is rice. I'm being straight. If you own a Type R, that shit is rice. Let's be straight about it. But at least it looks good. Right? At least it visually pleasing, even if it is technically speaking almost useless. Right?
Yeah.
The Elantra one looks like they went on Temu and typed in swan neck, and then there
it is a
was.
weird one neck.
It's a very strange looking because the back of the fucking Elantra N and the Elantras in general just like swoop down. So like the way it's mounted is on this like 15 degrees sloping down angle, and then the top is like, it just looks so fucking strange.
It just I don't know. It doesn't suit the car. It's not a car for a big wing like that.
I like
the last factory car that gave me this similar feeling when Subaru did the STI Type RA or the S209, they just put a fucking weird rinky dink wing on the back that just did not look right with the car at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like, that looks anemic.
Right? Like, you can put a wing on an STI, and like you can put a Voltex on an STI. It looks good.
Yeah.
You can make it look good with a wing. That's just it's not enough wing for that car. It looks anemic. The Elantra N TCR is the opposite extreme, where it's way too much wing for what that car needs.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I like is and the only explanation, I'll be straight with you, that I can rationally come to is that they're desperate to like emulate a Type R. It's a good car. I just don't like the owners. But they even call it the TCR edition, and then they made the R red. Like, they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
Like, this is the most like Alibaba ass shit I've ever seen. And they make it so hard to like them. They really do make it hard to like Elantra Ns. It's like they're like, oh, yeah, I'm kind of coming. They fix the front of it. Oh, it looks good. You know, maybe the owners will calm down, and then they're like, hey man, check this out, and you're like, oh great, like we're back to where we started.
Great, Elantra with big wing.
we have Type R at home. Elantra with big wing. How long till fucking people are buying replicas of this nasty swan neck to put on their base Elantras? Because it's gonna happen.
Oh, Temu's already sold out. I remember, I forget who posted. Somebody posted it in one of the Discords, but it was like a screenshot of one of the Elantra N groups of like somebody parked their Elantra N in like a BMW dealership parking lot for some reason, and it got towed, and they were like, I parked it there because it looks like a BMW, so I thought they wouldn't notice.
No, well, like, yeah, I remember seeing,
I was like, oh, my brother in Christ, it looks like a Hyundai.
No, it was even worse because the post was like, I don't know, it feels like it has to be satire, but the guy, and we're on fucking N cars again. The guy was like, oh, I parked it there because they would know that it was they're basically the same because they were engineered by the same people. I thought they would respect it. What? Like, that sounds like satire.
But like, the worst part is like, you know, they were serious about it. They actually believed that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they They truly, my brother, you believed this. You said those words. Like, you weren't crazy.
Yeah. Like, inshallah, it's a BMW.
Inshallah, we will own the BMW. You know how, like, years ago, I was, like, saying something about, like, Lotus owners, like, channeling the spirit of Colin Chapman to, like, guide their
Yes.
hand? That is the same shit that's happening with Alex Bierman, right? Alexander?
I
Fuck,
have
what's his
no
name?
idea who did the Elantra N.
What is his fucking name? I just completely screwed this up.
The designer for the Elantra N?
Yeah, his name is Bierman. I know his last name is Bierman. What's his
The
first
designer,
name? Albert Bierman.
the
Alex.
designer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say the designer of the Elantra N is Luke Donkerwolk.
Bro, you can't. You fucking can't. No, sorry, Albert Bierman. That's what it was. Yeah, this is the same thing with Elantra and owners like fucking clinging to like the fucking coattails of Albert Bierman because he was a VP.
It's an M3 competition.
Exactly same, bro. And like, this is the thing. I get mad because they're good cars. I wish I could fucking own one. But you people make it so hard. Like,
yeah, it's like the weirdest part about the Elantra N is the only people that can own them are the people that know what they are, but for different reasons. It's either the people that know what they are because they're a bargain for the performance, and they don't know what type of people actually own Hyundai Elantra Ns.
Yeah.
Or it's the people that know what they are because it's the closest they can get to like a Type R or a 340i performance-wise.
Well, it's better,
with the money
obviously.
that they're making.
Obviously, it's better. It's better than a 3. It's better. It's Hyundai reliability, bro. You mean
Same
what
car.
reliability?
Yeah, Hyundai reliability. One short block a year.
Yeah. Literally worse than Alfa Romeo Quadripolegios. Whatever. Literally worse.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, you guys piss me off so goddamn much. Anyway, all right, enough of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you just keep coming back to the shit. It's so hard not to hate you. You do this. This is. You know all those like horrible memes, or not memes, but like, Jesus Christ, that's gonna sound bad now. You know all those horrible like dramas of like a murder like show like CSI or whatever. And there's the drunk dad who's like, "You did this." Like, that's how I feel talking to Elantra owners, but I'm right. Those dads are normally very wrong when they're drunk and beating their children. I'm right. You make it. This is your fault. You make it. I drink because you own an Elantra N. Such an ugly fucking car.
Yeah. Have you seen those rumors about? We talked about it in a previous podcast, but the Magma GT.
Yes.
Yep. The name of the brand is now escaping me.
Genesis.
Yes, the Genesis Magma GT. Underneath the exterior is just a C8 Corvette.
What?
Yeah, if you Google this, basically people started looking really closely at all the pictures and noticed that there's a lot of parts under and behind the body panels and like suspension mounting points and radiator locations that are exactly the same as the C8 Corvette.
What the fuck?
So there is now an unconfirmed rumor, but it looks like it may be true, that the Magma GT is just a reskinned C8 Corvette.
You're kidding. Oh my, I'm looking at these pictures right now.
Yeah.
Bro, not the Temu Corvette. What the fuck? Oh my god, Korea is not escaping the fucking allegations right now. They really, really aren't. I would love that personally. Actually, I want this to be real.
I mean, hey, like, as nobody can deny the performance of the Corvette. Even in like its lowest trim levels, it's a really well performing car. So a Corvette that looks like that, I'm not going to be mad at it.
No, I mean,
I just more think it's funny that they were touting it as like, this is our first in-house designed flagship V, and underneath it's just a C8 Corvette.
No, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like, as far as badge engineering goes, you can do a lot worse than a C8 Corvette.
no, it's not bad. Respectfully, right? Good, cool, love it. Like actually good. The good Hyundai. That's the only good Hyundai. It's got a fucking LS in it. But I mean, my only problem with the C8 Corvette is it's fucking ugly. Like I think it's ugly and it's built to put fucking golf clubs in. Right? So
Yes.
if this fixes that and then gives it cool doors, okay.
That's cool. I'm
That's
here
cool.
for that.
Yeah, I'm into that. That's not bad news by any stretch. But the fact they're trying to hide it is pretty funny. Because this is the easy part. Like, designing the outside of the car is the easy bit. Making it work and go is the hard part. So, you know, leave it to the Americans? Question mark?
American and Korea, who would have thought?
Yeah. It's so funny that they're one of the citations is, or one of the reasons they believe this is because of I think it's the homologation mark on the tire. Because TPC is a GM homologation mark.
Yep.
Which is pretty funny, because they tried to, I guess, shave down the side of the tire or something, because they're Cup 2Rs. Which, it's a good fucking tire, but exactly the same. They're saying there's the TPC mark. Yeah, it could literally just be a fucking Corvette. Wow. I'm you know what? They should just own it. Yeah, we rebodied a Corvette. We thought that shit was ugly. Yeah.
I genuinely feel like nobody would be mad if Genesis brought out a reskinned Corvette that looked like that for $80,000 to $95,000.
So here's the thing.
Maybe 100, 110 at the top end.
Yeah. My only thing right now is I wonder if they bought a Corvette and rebodied it as like a look what we did, and they maybe weren't supposed to do that. You know what I mean? Like they never had a contract with GM to do anything. They were just like, fuck it. It's the cheapest like rear-engined like new supercar like body like style that they could get to do this on.
Yeah, I mean like it's technically it's still a prototype, so, and they haven't confirmed that it's going to go into production. So realistically, for a prototype, you just need something to show people. Doesn't really matter what's underneath.
That is true, but it does feel
so GM can't technically get mad at them if they rebodied a C8 Corvette. What GM could get mad at is if they tried to sell it as a rebodied C8 Corvette.
I mean, yeah.
But if they were just using it as like, this is the design language we're going with, this is what we would like it to look like, and we'll have all of our own, you know, engineering behind it, that's okay. But on the flip side of that, if there was a surprise Genesis and Chevy partnership and we were getting Magma GT rebodied C8 Corvettes, I think that's pretty fucking awesome. And I also think that's awesome because they have a Genesis badge, they're going to be worthless in 3 years.
Love it. I want one. Love it. Do it. Lose money. Please. I love Genesis as a brand because I actually think it's a good brand, but they're worth nothing. I like it.
No.
Because you can pick one up for half price in 2 years.
A wonderful used car purchase.
Amazing. Yeah. You get an extended warranty like by default if you bring it in for an inspection or some crazy shit like that. They just give you an extra year. Like, it's great. I would recommend you buy. You know why? Because every Genesis is assembled in Korea. So like craftsmanship issues not going to be the same. The children in the Hyundai plant in whatever Arkansas or Alabama or some shit, not going to be a problem. Yeah. Only the finest Korean children will work on your car.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
They're more disciplined over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. They will lie constantly, but they are definitely more disciplined. Yeah. That's the more that I'm seeing that it like evidence, the more I'm like, this could just be a publicity thing, and they probably just like needed something, you know what I mean, to like display, and they're like, yeah, let's rebody a Corvette. That sounds like the most Korean thing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, in the world.
Not the Korean knockoff Gucci bags, but a car.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. This reminds me of the how the Chinese will like buy old like computer motherboards and harvest the chipsets off them and then remanufacture the motherboards. So they're new motherboards, but they've paid nothing for the chipsets and no licensing and no
Yeah,
nothing. It's great. I
yeah.
mean, I respect it. That's recycling. Hey, that's recycling.
That is recycling. That's, you know what? Good for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Rebodying C8s is good for the environment.
Yeah, they're all gonna end up in a landfill anyway. Yeah, no, that's really something. I mean, good for the Koreans, but also very interested to see where that goes. Speaking of new
I mean,
cars, do you want to talk about the RS5, because we should probably touch on that?
yes, we can talk about the RS5. So, um, as far as I know, I think this is the first time they're doing an RS5 Avant. I don't think they've done a 5 Avant before.
Not an RS. They've done a 5 Avant.
Have they?
Or they've done, sorry, not an Avant, excuse me. I think they have a sport
They've done an
wagon.
RS5 before. They've done the RS5 Sportback,
Oh,
but
yeah, you're right.
they've never done a 5 Avant, like an actual wagon.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's
They've
always
done
6.
the new one is coming, but they have the A5 Avant, but the RS5 Avant, yes, yes. This is the first one. This is the
Yes.
first one.
So exciting that we're getting in RS5 Avant.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to come as a sedan as well, I think. As sedan, is it a sedan or a coupe? It's going to come as a normal
Normal body.
car with either 2 or 4 doors. I honestly don't remember. If it's a 5, it's probably going to be a coupe because the 4 is usually the sedan.
I think I think it's gonna come as like a 4-door sedan. I think they're not doing the 5 coupe anymore.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, you can get a 4 sedan or a 5 sedan or a 5 Avant now. And I don't think they do a 4 Avant anymore. I don't really follow Audi anymore other than the RS6 because I like the RS6. But anyways, now we're getting an RS5. It is going to be a plug-in hybrid, twin turbo V6, 640 horsepower, something like that. I think it'll do up to like 50 miles or 50 kilometers. I forget which one on just the battery only. So good for them, I guess. What is really interesting about it is how much it weighs, because the new RS5 Avant weighs more than the current RS6. It weighs nearly as much as a Mercedes G-Wagon, and it weighs a little bit more than an F-150 Super Cab.
What a fucking cow. What the
It
hell?
weighs 5,900 pounds.
59
Is it?
or 49? Double
No,
check.
59.
59? 6,000 pounds?
I'm going to go look. I'm going to go double check right now.
The M5 doesn't weigh that.
I'm
You're
going to go
kidding,
check
man.
right now.
M5
I'm not kidding.
touring.
It is a fucking beefy boy.
Oh, sorry. No, the M5 does fucking weigh that. No, that's
5,200 pounds. Sorry, I'm off.
Okay, thank God. I was gonna say my heart's gonna leap out of my throat. Like, okay, the M5 is 5,390. The M5.
That is a lot.
That's still a
Pound
lot. That's still a lot.
And you know, firstly, that is 300 pounds heavier than the current RS6, that is a big car. Like the RS6 Avant is a full-sized wagon estate vehicle.
Yeah.
The 5 is more like M3 sized. The 6 is like 5 series sized. So,
brother, that where
let's
is
put it this way. You know how we were harping on the Charger Hurricane
yes
being heavy?
Yeah.
This is 400 pounds more than the Charger.
Fucking Christ, man. Where did they find this cow of a car? Like,
It's the
what
batteries.
is it? The
It's
okay.
the batteries and the electric motors.
How much do the batteries in this? Okay, what is a
I don't, there's
comparable
not a
vehicle?
ton of information out on it right now. I don't know how much the batteries weigh. I
I'm gonna
don't
look
know
up
how
the
much the
M5
motors
Touring
weigh.
battery
All I know
weights.
is that this is too fucking heavy. I'm sure it'll be very fast. I'm sure it'll handle very well. I'm sure it will eat through tires and brakes like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, I yeah. I don't understand this at all. And somebody I just Googled because I was trying to find the exact weight. Oh, sorry, here we go. The new M5's plug-in hybrid system weighs a whopping 882 pounds.
There we
Fuck
go. So
me.
if assuming the RS5's system is similarly weighted, like let's say it's
900 pounds.
900 pounds, 41 sorry 50 4300 pounds for an RS5 Avant type vehicle. That's fine. That's I mean it's still heavy, but in this day and age, that's I think um the G what are we on the G87? I don't know.
So I'm just trying to figure
The
out.
current the current M5 is 3900 pounds. So 4400 would still be a lot, but that's more palatable for that size vehicle.
Sure. I mean,
5200 is
that is like it should never start with a 5. Let's just get that very straight. The weight should never start with a these are allegedly sporty cars. That's what annoys the
yeah,
fuck out of me.
sorry, like we the weight shouldn't start with a 5 if if it is a sporty vehicle.
Yeah, that's
If
reserved for trucks.
if you're getting like a 7 series long wheelbase BMW or you know a security edition S-Class Mercedes, it can start with a 5. That's okay. Or even an Audi A8 or S8. I don't even know if they do the S8 anymore. But not a 5.
Just curious what the A5 Avant, which comes with like I think a normal. Oh, it's like a four. Okay, so it's a 4-cylinder turbo on the base A5 Avant, I guess. I'm just curious what the fuck that thing weighs, because that would be the similar chassis, right? Like give or take, but
4,800 pounds for the hybrid variants. Base model weighs about 3,800.
3,800. So with no hybrid, 3,800.
Yeah, that's for
Okay,
the current one though.
for the current one, but that's not an Avant. See, that's the thing. The
Oh,
station
that's for the
wagon has
current
extra metal.
Avant.
Oh, we have an Avant. Oh, that's only in Europe though, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is a reasonable number. 3,800 is a reasonable number. We are adding like 1,300 pounds. And there are a lot of comments here that are like, that affects like tire usage, which is bad for the environment. Like that affects like fuel usage, which is bad for you're putting a hybrid system in to balance the weight of the hybrid system, or like to offset the fuel cost from the weight of the hybrid system itself. Is it
Yeah.
going to be better? Yeah, but not by much. Like so, then at the end of the day, you're just eating tires. EV,
Yeah.
like tire manufacturers love EVs because they eat tires.
Oh, I believe so do brake manufacturers because the heavier a car is, the more you're going to go through tires and brakes.
Yeah,
Especially if it's a car that's supposed to be a sporty vehicle because soft compound tires and high performance brakes generally aren't synonymous with longevity unless you have carbon ceramics, but then it's like $10,000 to do a brake job on the low end.
yeah. Before labor. No, yeah, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Like I
I
don't
will
know how
say,
to say
like, I
this.
think it looks great. It looks
It
cool.
looks
I love the
amazing.
big fat fuck off exhausts that it has.
It is. I'm like teetering on that because on one hand I'm like I like how stupid that looks, and then on the other hand I'm like it
You
doesn't
know
need to
what
be
it
that big.
looks like? It looks like a car that would be in like Midnight Club 2 from the back.
It does, 100% it does. It looks like like an OE, like not an OEM, like a some sort of like
Yeah.
aftermarket part that they've stuck on the back, like with the fucking there it is, like these big fuck off
Yeah, it
pipes.
looks like the exhaust that you used to put on your cars when you went to the tuning shop in San Andreas.
Literally, Visually, it looks leaps and it is the best looking hatchback Audi that's ever existed.
Yes.
No question.
And interior wise, they're doing the same thing as everybody does with just big fuck off screens in the interior.
Screen for the
But
passenger
at least
too.
Screen for the passenger. I will give them credit. It does look like they've curved and molded the screen to have some sort of interior design language, as
Yeah.
opposed to just big straight tablet on a flat dashboard.
I'm so put off by big it reminds me too much of the fucking like the same shit that everybody's doing. I'm glad that you like it. I don't like it. I'm also, you know what else I'm tired of? Sorry to bitch, but
I didn't say I like it. I don't really care for it. It's just
okay.
It's better.
All right, fair enough. I'm
it's
sorry.
better than just flat tablet on flat dashboard. There's at
better.
least some sort of design language here.
It's better, but like, you know,
it's the lesser of two evils.
Right. A broken bone is better than cancer, but I don't want a broken bone either. So
yeah,
you know, but I've had it with like and Cadillac does this shit too. The button with like the like RS or like V, like brother, like if it was cool once upon a time, now it looks stupid. And Elantra, the N button. The N button.
They can fuck right off with the N button.
The N button.
Hyundai has not earned the N button.
They haven't, but I'll be honest with you. I don't think that I know RS is. I don't think the RS button deserves, and the V button sure as shit doesn't deserve to exist.
I mean, it really should just be like the Sport or the Sport Plus button.
Yes.
Like the N, the V, the RS, the whatever. It should just be the Sport Plus button. It should just be you set everything to the sportiest possible setting that the car can offer. Or it's your personalization button where you go in through the menus and you set what you want everything to be at when you press the button. But yeah, I agree. I don't care. I more than just there being, you know, an N or an RS or a V button is when there's multiple of them.
Yes.
Because there doesn't need to be more than one.
No, there does not. There very much
one thing
not.
I will say about this new Audi RS5, that steering wheel looks like garbage.
It's very reminiscent of what's going on in their current, like the new coming cars. I fucking hate it.
I would expect a wheel like that in a base model Corolla.
Yeah, that looks like shit. I do not like it. I don't like, you know what else?
Audi can do better than that.
Oh, they can do way better than that. I don't like that fucking shifter either. I don't like the button shifters. I fucking had it with button shifters. I've genuinely had it. Like they just look, you know who doesn't have a terrible button shifter? I think it's Acura in the new TSX Type S, maybe like 2024. Like those button shifters, at least they're like kind of in the center of the thing. It's like a featurette. Like it's not just tacked on to the side. It's like in the middle. You know what I mean? Like these ones, they literally went, oh, we'll remove the lever, but we'll take up the same amount of space right where your arm, you could be doing anything else with that.
Right where you could have probably a nice armrest.
Yeah. Buttons.
Like,
stupid.
At least, like, if you want to get rid of the shift lever, then fine. Do what Mercedes did and just make it a stock behind the wheel.
I mean, they could. But I mean, like...
But seriously, like what's... If you're going to have buttons, who cares? Like, why do they need to be there? Just put it behind the wheel, and now it's easier to reach.
But you know what also is... That's fair. Okay, first of all, that's fair. I don't like that either, but fair enough. But I saw one, oh fuck, was it a Chevy? No. Yeah, I think it was a Chevy. The buttons were like on the dash, like park, reverse, neutral drive, just like laid out horizontally. And it made me kind of fucking sick.
Seen that before.
It made me sick.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't quite like that either.
No.
You know who else did that, I think, though, for their automatics, for a time anyways? Aston Martin.
They did do that. I remember, and I don't like that either. But they did it like a while ago, no? Like, wasn't that like from the...
Oh, yeah, they were like mid-2000s to early 10s, they did it like that.
Like look at this one. Look at that Acura TS. Look how it's in the middle, away from everything, and you literally get an armrest. Better.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's acceptable.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Fuck me. Like the only place the RS or V or whatever logo should be, and it is there, is like in the seat, like below the headrest.
The headrest.
That's cool. Like that looks
Yeah.
special.
Embroidered either into the seat back or headrest is fine.
Yeah.
I'll
give Hyundai a bone here. I even like it when they put the N logo on those seats. They're cool looking seats.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll give it that. Well, I mean, Audi gives you they don't embroider it though. They just put a plastic RS thing in the seat.
Oh, I forgot that the Elantra ones glow. I take it back. They ruined it.
You know what I miss? I miss when BMW used to illuminate their shift knobs.
Illuminated BMW shift knob. I don't remember
Yeah,
this.
when they used to have it where when you turned on the headlights at night, it would illuminate the shift pattern on the knob.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, that and they would break a lot, I think, like on the older cars. So you'd have to like like the wiring would snap or something.
Yeah, but it was very it was just a wire with like a clip and very easy to replace or fix, but that's a gimmick that I like, and I miss that a little bit.
No, I respect that. You know what I don't sorry, we're just back on what we don't like. But you know what, other than this fucking fat cow in an RS5, visually beautiful, really wish it wasn't a fat fucking pig. BMW went their own way with their automatics, where they had that sort of like, just like, I don't know what you would even fucking call that style of shifter that now everybody has adopted. Like the fucking, it goes one back, one forward, and it just changes where it is on the actual shifter. So it like,
like the pivot style shifter.
Yeah, the pivot style shifter.
Supers came with the same shit.
Yes, that.
With the automatics. Yeah.
I respect BMW for doing that before anybody did, and now everybody is like, the V that I got into as an automatic had the exact same one, but it looked like a Temu one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like BMW really doing some good. I mean, you know.
I mean, hey, like I don't know, like I like a little bit of tactility, so if I'm driving an auto, I'd prefer like a pivot shifter like that over buttons.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like this sorry, to go back.
It's only a matter of time before they get rid of the buttons entirely and they just make it a menu in the screen.
Oh, like yeah, they wouldn't shock me. There are some cars out there that are like that. Like I think Teslas are like that, no?
I have no idea.
Fairly confident they are.
I literally care so little about Tesla that I never been in. Actually, no, I have been in one.
I sat in a Cybertruck. It made me fucking sick.
I've never been in a Cyber. I always come back to the size of the windscreen wiper on the Cybertruck. It is like 2.5 feet long.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is like the most egregious windshield wiper I've ever seen in my life. And the amount of space between like, it's like the space on top of the dash between where the windscreen meets the dash, and it's huge in the Cybertruck. It's insane.
It's ridiculous. I will say, I was offered a test drive for the Cybertruck, and I said no. I got in it on the VIP night, and I looked around and I went, yeah, this is exactly. I'm like, I'm right. You know what I mean? You ever do something, you're like, yeah, I'm right. Like, just to confirm your hatred. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Disgusting. And then you're right. Like, and then they're like, oh, they're putting like campers and shit on there. Like, look, you could go fucking camping. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, that sounds horrible.
I can go camping in a almost 20-year-old Pontiac Vibe with the seats folded down and
you could
blow-up mattress in the back.
I intend to in my Golf. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Porsche makes camping tents that you can just put them on top of the roof of your 911. You can go camping in just about whatever you want if you have the money.
That, respectfully. I mean, goddamn, man. Like, gross. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck the RS5. I'm sorry. That I don't like a lot about it, and I'm sure it's gonna be fast. I'm just a fat fucking pig car.
Do you know what I just noticed about it? I don't know if you have the same article that I do, so I'll send you the article that I'm looking at. I'll
I
drop it in
might
our
be, Gang.
chat here.
I think I might know what you're about to say,
Front
but go
bottom
ahead.
car.
Yep.
Look at the buttons for like the window controls and stuff on the door.
I'm so glad we're looking at the same picture. I swear to God, I have to screenshot to prove it. My screenshot's not functioning. I'm there with the fucking. Why is the? That's the headlight control.
Those look an awful lot like Volkswagen style touch capacitive buttons.
They are. They are. Also, the headlight control is in the door.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's super weird. Also, like, that is so. Wait, what's at the back? Oh, they put the trunk control in the door. That's too many buttons.
Yeah, that's too much for a door.
Jesus.
The door, like, there should never be anything more than the door handle, the locks, and the mirror controls. That's it. That's what you get on the door.
The window control. That's it. Like, and the what? Look
Yes,
how much
yeah.
space that fucking mirror control takes.
That's insane.
That's crazy. That is who does what idiot? This is bro. What? Who's the
That
designer
is-
for this? What's his name?
I have no idea.
What's his address? RS5. I'm just curious. I just want to talk to him. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Visually outside, good job. Who did the inside?
Yeah, outside looks amazing. I love
Great
it.
job.
Easily one of the, if not the best looking modern hatchback wagon.
I have this, if you'll indulge me for a second, I have this theory that like most design is mostly common sense. Like mostly it's an understanding of where people reach for certain things, and that breaking those conventions, you have to do it. You have to be successful, and you must test and make it make sense. There's no world on God's beautiful green earth where you thought that putting headlight controls in the fucking door so that you can bonk them as you're trying to lock and unlock the door, or that you touch the fucking mirror control made any fucking sense. None whatsoever.
Are also on
Yeah,
that.
they're also that. What is that below? Is that a teleporter button? I don't know what that icon is.
Below. Okay, so the buttons below the seats, lock and unlock.
No, below the seats. Look at this picture. I'm just gonna send this picture to make sure we're looking at the same thing, right?
Okay.
So we've got unlock, lock, front. I'm assuming that's like automatic headlight, front lights, rear. Don't know what that is. Wait, what are these fucking buttons?
So I'm looking at this picture, which is a little clearer.
Okay.
From what I can see, the bottom two are lock and unlock.
Okay.
The next row up is the button to set the seat memory position, and then memory 1 and memory 2.
Yes. But
then
lock and unlock
above
are at the top,
that,
Nick.
Oh. Then yeah, what the fuck is at the bottom?
Look at the one I sent. What is that button? I
have
can't
no
for the life of
clue.
me. It looks like a man being teleported.
Why?
I don't.
Why does it look like there's like a multi-directional set of buttons in the middle in the circle? Like there's going to be a menu that you can choose from.
It looks. I'm under the assumption that it's to move the like mirrors when you've selected what mirror you're trying to move. But that is that fold in and fold out the mirror below when you select the mirror? Is that fold in?
I think that's mirror. I think that's fold in and fold out.
You needed 2 fucking buttons for that?
I wonder if that's to. I wonder if one is for the left side mirror only, and one is for like you can fold them individually.
Yeah, but fucking why? You know what I mean? Like you needed more buttons.
I couldn't fucking tell.
That is bigger than my fucking phone, Nick. That's bigger than my phone. In the door of just shit I'm never gonna use. You're gonna set the mirror control once.
What are those buttons at the bottom? What the fuck are those?
I wish I knew what that was. I wish I could look you in the eye and say, yes, that isn't a baby in a carriage or a man being teleported by aliens.
I have literally no idea.
Are we stupid? Like, has this button existed in Audis before? Like Audi, I don't know, RS6 Avant door. Like we have to go look. Like I don't like. Pardon me for not fucking. I don't know. No, because they wouldn't do something that stupid a couple years ago.
Well, even today, like if you look at the current RS6 Avant, everything on the door is physical controls,
Yes.
as it should be.
I for the life of me. So we got lock, unlock, and then the two. They do have the mirror control in the door, but it's a knob like a human being would do. What is that button? Is that just a prox sensor to say somebody's in the car? Because that would actually drive me wild. That would drive me insane. I'm going to be straight with you. I would lose my mind and fly off a fucking bridge. I
have no.
That's an obscene amount of controls you'll never touch more than once. Like, am I wrong? You'll generally be driving your car.
Like, generally, let's say you're married or in a relationship. Okay, maybe you have settings for you and your significant other.
Sure.
But I don't know if Audi does this, but I know BMW does because my Supra does this. It syncs your setting to the key. So, for example, like, if I get into the car with my key, it puts the seat and mirrors and everything into the position saved for that key.
Right.
The driver profile for that key.
Mm-hmm.
If my girlfriend gets in, it recognizes that it's the other key, and it changes everything to her settings.
Right. And you do that. You have this on a $60,000 Supra, to be clear.
Yes.
And this is a $130,000 Audi.
Yes.
Okay. It's good we had this talk.
Yeah, I can still set it all manually in the car.
Sure.
Not as many buttons as this, but and they're in better places. But like,
what kind
why
of
does
fucking idiot?
Why can't the seat memory be on the seat?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Why can't it be? Why can't it be in the center console?
I don't fucking know. Oh well, the center console is full of fucking other buttons, I guess. I'm the more I look at it, the more I'm pissed off. Now I'm like tempted to just go look around and see what other stupid shit they've done. Cause like this is like turbo dumb. Wait, what's in the roof? What are those controls in the roof?
There's probably like hazards and some other stuff.
Oh, okay, so they're just lights. So we've got rear light, front light, and then what looks like, I don't know what that is. Is that like put it in service mode or something? I don't know. Oh, cool. I can actually
on the roof. There's probably like the map light, dome light.
Yeah.
The hazard button and something else. I don't know. It's probably buttons for like to sync with your garage door opener.
Right. Oh, okay. The other button, by the way, on the door that we can't see, that's like in the storage area of the door, is the gas tank, like to pop the gas tank cover. Which I'm gonna be straight with you, I don't have that button on my Golf because you just push it and it opens.
Do you mean the one like pull button that's like underneath by where the speaker is?
Yeah. So there's one for the trunk.
So in the Okay, I see. Sorry, the picture that I'm looking at has the other one obscured.
Yeah,
so, there's one
I
for
just
the
saw
trunk
it.
hatch, one for the fuel door.
Here's the other one, the fuel door.
Yeah,
on my car,
my Supra, same thing. You just push the door in and it opens.
$150,000 car, by the way. This thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the fuck is what's going on, man?
What are those? Are those USB ports in the rear above the vents?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're USB-C ports of all things. Which I guess fair enough. I mean, stuff's going that way, but yeah, I don't know. There's also USB-C ports in the front. You've still got a 12-volt. I'm shocked that there is an exposed like 12-volt cigarette lighter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. Oh, you can put it in EV mode. Yeah, I mean the rest is. I think having the passenger having a fucking screen is an odd choice.
It's just a
But
lot of people are going that way these days.
right, that doesn't make it not stupid.
I don't get it either.
I think
Like it would
I'm.
make sense to me if you could like watch movies and stuff on the passenger screen as a passenger.
Yeah, but you could never legally. Like they would
Like
never
if you
allow it.
could like load up Netflix on the passenger screen through CarPlay or something.
Yeah.
Sure,
Sure. Yeah. Why
I'm here
not?
for that. But no, legally you can't do that. So like why does the passenger need to read your messages, or why does the passenger care about how fast you're going?
The passenger gets car telemetry. Like I've never had a
I feel
passenger
like
who gave a
nobody
shit.
would care about. Sure, maybe if I'm doing a rally and I need somebody to read me fucking pace notes or
Yeah.
tell me where to turn.
At
Sure.
that point,
Okay.
I'll install a screen so that he can sit because I'm rallying my $154,000, whatever it is, hundred fifty
Yeah,
thousand dollar
because
car. I'm.
otherwise, like, what does the passenger care about how fast the car's going? Or like, who fucking they don't care.
I don't understand why ever. I'm sorry. I'm still on this fucking door. Like it just like if you look at how much space, it's like, oh well, we've reclaimed much space on the dash. Why? Who fucking cares?
But like, they haven't reclaimed much space on the dash. They've filled it with screen.
Yeah, it looks like shit. I don't. What is that thing on top of the steering wheel? There's like a little thing, like a nub on the steering wheel on top. What is
That
that?
red line.
No, 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 not the red line. I'm not that stupid. No, I this there. I'll link you the picture. Like just above the steering wheel, right? Like below the speedometer, but just above the steering wheel. Steering wheel. There's this like weird nub thing. I don't know if that's
Oh
like,
yeah, I see.
is that a shift
Wonder if
light?
that's red
Maybe.
light.
I mean, that'd be
I don't know.
that could be cool.
For all we know, it could just be dead space.
Well, no, see, because from the side you can see it's got like it's got like dimension to it, right? Like
Yeah,
it is something,
maybe it
right?
could be shift lights. Who
Could be
knows?
shift lights, yeah. I don't know. This the more I look at it, the more it pisses me off. I'm sorry. Like
That's,
what?
that's strange.
What's strange? Also, this is a nitpick. There's something about the seat belts, like the actual buckles, that look like they're from a car from the 80s. I don't know what. They're very square. Like
They
they
are. They do look quite bulky and square.
they look surprisingly bulky for like the era in which this car is coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Red seat belts are cool, I guess. It's just what?
Yeah. I like red seatbelts. The seats are nice. Like,
Yeah.
they look cool.
The carpet's fucking
Um,
stupid. Doesn't need to be
yeah.
fucking. Not everything needs to be red, Audi. This looks like a Chinese Temu, like carpet. Whether we trim it nice so that you put it in your car.
Outside, like visually, looks awesome. Love the wide body in the rear.
Yeah, no, outside visually
Love
stunning.
the
Best
wide
car they've
arches.
ever designed.
Visually, it looks great. I'm honestly like, I'm here for the big fuck off exhausts. I'm here for
Yeah.
that. Interior wise and weight, ooh, like not the worst interior I've ever seen, but the that little field of buttons on the door is fucking egregious in my opinion.
Is your microphone far away from you? I'm just gonna call it out because you're a little quiet.
Oh yeah, it got turned. I must have hit it.
Oh fuck! All right, you in anger.
I was so animated that I turned my microphone away from me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree
but
with you
yeah,
though.
like visually looks great. I'm here for the exhaust. The interior, it's the lesser of two evils. Like I'd take it over BMW's interior currently.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
But whatever's on the door, that can fuck right off.
that is an obscene amount. Because look at the also love it. Look at the passenger door. Just the little switch. Just the one for the window. That's all you
All you
get.
need. That's all you need.
The driver door, they put a whole ass tablet of buttons, as if this was a good idea and saved space.
Yeah, and then
makes no sense.
and then they made them touch capacitive buttons, so you never really know which one you're pressing.
No, yeah, you never fucking know. You'll never
unless
know.
you're looking at it.
Yep. The thing that bugs me too, and like maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. Maybe. If you're trying to eliminate buttons, right? And I don't know, there's stuff that people generally don't reach for. Like VW made this mistake of hiding the AC control in the heated seat. When I touch that shit every time I get in the car, right? Whereas, like, look at the other shit that's on the door. Folding the mirrors. Never fucking touched it. You could put that in the fucking you could put that in the infotainment. You could have done it. You know what I mean? Get rid of it. Even the mirror position. Never fucking touch it. It's set once and forget. Put it in the fucking infotainment. God's sake, the fucking, like, headlights probably legally have to be a physical button or some shit like that, I'm sure. But, like, whatever, all that extra shit, literally everything below the headlights could be in the infotainment. And then the headlights should be on the dash. I've solved your problem. Hire me, please, Audi. Hire me. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Or they could make, like, they want to use buttons for the gear selector, so make that smaller and put more of that stuff in the center console.
Right. Well, like the set things, right?
Like put the seat settings and stuff in the middle.
Yeah. But, like, look, you can even see on this picture of the side of the seat, like, there's very little going on the seat, but that doesn't make sense because it's like, if I'm gonna fucking find my seat functions and my options, it would be on the seat, right? Like, that's not that. I understand. I know that their logic is if they don't have that key thing like you mentioned, which they should. If you open the car door and, like, say your spouse has set it to be very close to the steering wheel, you press that button because you could access it from the door that's open and just press it on the seat.
Yeah.
Why did you clutter the door with that? It looks like a remote control for an idiot.
It does look like a remote control for an idiot.
Like, you know what it reminds me of? It looks like one of those Temu-ass LED, like, light control where it just has the colored buttons on it. That's what it looks like.
It looks like a fucking Stream Deck.
It does.
Like, it looks like you're going to press a button and it's going to play your subscriber sound or something.
It looks like one of those, those, like, electric fireplaces that come with, like, the how hot do you want it type fucking thing and they just put out heat.
Yes.
It looks like one of those.
Yeah, it does.
Why did you put it in the door? Why would you ever commit to that? It makes no fucking sense. Where do you grab the door to close? Am I stupid? Or is there, like, a pocket for you to grab?
There's a pocket to the left of the window switches.
That is what a cumbersome fucking thing to grab. That looks like I'm grabbing, like, what is that?
You gotta fucking palm that shit.
That's a palm right there. Dude, that's as wide, like, almost as wide or as, like, tall as, like, palming my keyboard. Like, that is, like, intensive. Like, are they out of their fucking mind?
That's a big grip.
That's a crazy... You fucking idiots. Whoever did the outside, good job. You get a promotion. Whoever did the inside, you're fired.
Yeah.
And again, our favorite thing to say, they had meetings about this. There were meetings.
They, like, tons of meetings. Tons of millions of dollars to come up with that interior design.
So instead of taking 8 buttons that you'll never touch and either hiding them in the infotainment or putting them where they've lived respectively for the last 40 years,
they could have literally just taken the RS6 interior and made it like 80% of the size.
Yeah.
And it would have been nobody would have complained.
No. This is the dumbest. This door is the dumbest shit I've seen in a long fucking time. Like, a long fucking time. You know what's fucked up too? I'm just realizing that control that they've put there, it should be the door grip. That's where you would normally grab the door, but they've put this control in so you can't use that as the door grip.
Put the TV remote there, so that's not the handle anymore. They had
to
put another hole in the door so you can fucking palm it with your whole hand.
Oh my brother.
Close the door.
That is wild. Also, this is just a nitpick. I don't know why the fucking like, I know door handles or like, sorry, excuse me, like the door pull to open the door, that's not crazy high, but it looks ridiculous. Why is it that high?
I feel like that'll be fine once you're actually, like, sitting in the car. I don't think the door handle is too egregious.
I'm on a
I
roll.
do think that the door pull to close it is pretty bad, though.
No, that's really. Is there RGB under the fucking windshield? There is.
No,
Yeah,
there
there is.
can't be.
Yeah, there is. Look at the dash. Look above the dash. Look at all the angles of the dash. There's RGB at the bottom of the windshield.
That red strip?
That's
Oh, I see what you
that's
mean.
bright, bro. There's no way that's stitching. That's like RGB, like what's under the like center console and shit. That's
Jesus.
actually mildly a safety concern. I feel like that at night.
I don't. Why do you need that much light in your interior?
I like the amount of light I have, and I would call
I
that
like.
excessive.
I feel like I need nothing more than like my my gauges, my head unit, and maybe some extra illumination in the middle. Like my Supra has two sort of dim red lights at night that will beam down onto the center console, and it just sort of keeps the controls and buttons there a little extra illuminated. But it's nothing like you don't see it out of the corner of your eye, nothing like that. You wouldn't even know it's there.
You mean it's not a giant red LED strip that's going to be
No,
constantly in your vision?
no.
That's weird. I thought everybody wanted that.
And Audi really leaning into what Mercedes owners love with this one.
Oh my god. This is that is actually kind of shocking how bad that is. Cuz like everything is accented in red, and I don't mean that like, oh man, it's got a lot. I mean everything.
Yeah.
Like on the other car, the like the not the wagon, the fucking sedan. Is it that egregious? Like, because it's not red. Oh yeah, and that one everything is accented in green.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like the red one is because I read something about how there's like a special sort of carbon pack or carbon edition. I feel like the red one is that. Like it's like, ooh, this is the super sporty carbon trim.
Yeah,
And
that's hard to
everything in that
detect.
it's gotta be red and fast.
It looks like it was designed by a toddler, and I don't mean that in the like Lamborghini craziness way.
Yeah, it looks like the sneakers you buy at Walmart when you can't afford Nikes.
Yes, it does. And everything that isn't the main color is the accent color. Yeah, looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, cool. Glad I didn't see. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they had it at the show, I know this is brand new, leaked, whatever. Maybe they'll have it next year. If I'd sat in that unprepared, I probably would have had like a little mini meltdown. Because that's
Like
like,
an oh my god moment, like what is this fucking door?
yeah, just over time, like realizing everything that's like stupid about it, I would have been like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Even the back, it's like RGB. I mean, like, I think your kids will like it. So fair enough. I don't know. I'm here for the big fuck off exhaust. That's pretty cool. But the shit's so heavy.
But I do like the big fuck off exhaust. You know what I saw? I forget how long ago I saw this, but and this is kind of an aside, but it relates to like the big fuck off tablets and screens in the interior.
Right.
I saw something about how like Microsoft Teams is coming to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, or is like compatible with it.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah, it's
And
already there.
the first thought that I had is if I got a Teams call
Yeah.
in my car while I was driving,
Mm-hmm.
or like a message notification, I would drive into the nearest light pole.
Yeah, no, I would take it if I you know me, I like to drive. If I was driving through some nice roads and then I just heard a Teams notification sound and it popped up on my screen, turning my music down to notify me, I would go over the edge. I completely understand what you're
Yeah,
saying. Yeah. With gusto and intention. Yeah. No,
yeah,
I thought it would be good, like, so I had it on for one day and I got and I got one Teams message and I literally stopped and I turned it off because I was like, oh, this is the worst shit. In fact, I don't even think I did it on purpose. I think I had to disable it because it was on by default or something like that. Horrible.
yeah.
Hated it. Stupid. Imagine you're driving your RS5 and you're already disgusted by the interior and then you get a Teams notification.
I'd kill myself.
Yeah, just
Kill myself immediately.
I'd start an EV battery fire immediately.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab the lithium ions.
Oh my fucking god. I don't know, Audi, you're not listening, but god, man, this is cringe. Genuinely cringe. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
you're
at least
smoking.
at least it'll look nice to everybody else driving by.
Yeah, at least. Oh, look, I found the RS6 Avant door just close up. I just want to show you. Literally correct. Literally called it. We are oracles. That place where they put the thing literally is the door grab where they put that remote. It's the
Oh
exact
yeah, I
same
know.
look.
I went and looked up a picture of the RS6
Yeah.
interior and saw that.
I don't get it. All right. I guess didn't expect to go this direction. I thought it would be good. I'm pretty disappointed. Not that we're the fucking customers for it. I mean, fuck me, it's $150,000 like station wagon with like 600
Yeah, it'll
horsepower.
probably
But
it'll be ooh. I mean, it'll have to compete with M3 pricing. So I'd say at least 120 to 130 Canadian probably for the Avant.
probably, yeah, probably feel like a nicely spec'd one be a little more. But yep,
Yeah.
not that we're the customers, but whatever. I mean, when they depreciate into the ground, we might be, but even then, I wouldn't want a car that fat. So whatever.
Yep. This RS5, this is going to be what all the G8X M3 owners buy when they don't make the G8X M3 anymore.
Yep,
I think.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be very happy to see them going down the road because I think
Oh yeah, I think it looks wonderful.
unbelievably pretty car. Outside is gonna be great. It's gonna be great for us because we get to just look at it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Gonna suck to drive one, I would assume. Or
I
maybe
mean,
it's
I'm
good.
sure they'll mask the weight and stuff well, because
Maybe.
like modern tires and brakes are like marvels of engineering, but it's gonna eat through tires and brakes. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to mask that interior. So enjoy.
Yeah, you enjoy that. I guess we could call it there. We've been ranting about this for a while. Thank you for joining us. We will have a great fun time next week talking more. But if you like what you hear, follow us on Curbrash YT on Instagram. You can subscribe on YouTube here, or if you're listening on Spotify, I appreciate being the only one listening there. Yeah, thanks everybody. Fuck me, this has been depressing. All right, well, goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.